Hello and welcome everybody to Video Game News for Friday, May 22nd. Thank you so much for joining. Please remember to like, subscribe, all that jazz, and without any further ado, let's get into the news. So if you guys have been paying attention at all to PlayStation, their marketing campaigns have really been pushing how fast the PlayStation SSD is going to be. And obviously, they want you to compare that to the Xbox, but they haven't really outright done that yet. What they're comparing it to here in this article is the PlayStation 4, which I think is a good reference point, because if you have a PlayStation 4, you know how long those load times can last. I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 lately, and I'll tell you, even on the PC, those load times can sometimes take over 10 minutes to get into an online game. So I think Sony really does have its marketing on point by emphasizing load times as something they're going to be improving on, because it's something that every single gamer doesn't want to wait for. I, for one, am pretty excited that load times are going to be faster, but let us remember, this doesn't mean that Xbox load times are going to be slow. They're also going to be working on this. This just isn't the focus of their marketing campaign. Xbox has been talking a lot about the new exclusives they're going to have to their console, because that's something that Sony has really beat them on in the past. PlayStation has lots of first-party titles that you can only play on PlayStation. So moving forward, Xbox wants to do the same. And that's why their marketing is going to be really heavily towards all of the new titles on their console. Speaking of new titles, Take-Two Interactive plans to release a ton of new games in the next 5 years. 93 games to be exact. Now, it's not likely that all 93 of those games are going to see a full development cycle and be released. It's still exciting to see that 93 is what they're shooting for, because that's a lot of video games. And what number is even more exciting than 93 is the number 46. 46 is the number of totally new franchises that they're supposed to be making over the next couple years. For those of you that aren't aware, Take-Two is a publisher that publishes many games, many really great games such as Civilization, Red Dead Redemption, GTA Borderlands, the WWE franchise, NBA 2K, XCOM. And to think that they're planning on publishing 46 new IPs is just super exciting. This article on Game Rant talks more about the breakdown of how many are mobile, how many are paid or free to play, things like that. You can check out the article in Game Rant to find out for yourself all those little details. The bottom line is there's going to be a ton of new games coming out over the next couple years, and that is really exciting knowing that we are right around the corner from a new console launch. It looks like Take-Two has also revealed another benchmark that Grand Theft Auto 5 has made in sales. So Grand Theft Auto 5 was released in 2013, and since then they have sold over 130 million copies. That's a lot of copies. And that doesn't include any of the ones they gave away for free from the Epic Games launcher last week. And as I mentioned last week, Grand Theft Auto 5 was free. I was really excited about that. I was letting everybody know, but turns out you probably already had a copy. I, for one, did already have a copy. I owned it on PlayStation 4, but I'm excited to have it on my PC now as well. And speaking of the Epic Games Store, I don't have an article for it, but this week they are now giving away for free Civilization 6, which is a great game. I've spent over 80 hours on Civilization 6, over 200 hours on the franchise in general. I would highly recommend downloading Civilization 6 if you haven't. And like I mentioned a few episodes ago, Fireaxis, the makers of Civilization, have announced that they're going to be supporting this title over the next year with a bunch of DLC, some free and some paid. So it's a perfect time to download yourself some Civilization 6. And rounding out the news for today, it looks like Ghost of Tsushima is going to be taking up a whole bunch of your time if you plan on buying it in July. Sucker Punch recently did an interview where they talked about how long the game is going to be. They were asked about the side quest and the optional activities, and Sucker Punch said it could take anywhere from 30, 40, or 50 or more hours to complete all of the activities, side quests, collectibles, all that kind of stuff. Actually, I don't know that they said collectibles, though I assume since they've made games such as Infamous, which are infamous for having hundreds and hundreds of collectible items you gotta find. And hey, that's not always a bad thing, especially how beautiful Ghost of Tsushima looks. And that brings me to my question of the day. What game are you most excited for this year? Is it Ghost of Tsushima? Is it The Last of Us Part 2? Is it Cyberpunk 2077? Please leave your answer in the comments below. Okay, and that wraps up today's episode. And I wanted to share with you guys that this is most likely going to be the last Friday episode of Video Game News. I'm most likely going to be condensing both episodes into just a Monday episode, maybe make it a little bit longer. That way I can spend Friday doing other types of videos like reviews, Let's Plays, things like that. That being said, I am announcing a new Let's Play starting today. I started the game The Turing Test, and I like it so much that I am going to play through it. I already have 3 episodes done The first one will be available later today, and I'm also still playing through Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Also, I'd love to hear from you if there's a game that you'd really, really like me to play. Let me know. Maybe it's one of the ones I've already gone through the first 30 minutes of, or maybe it's just one of your favorites. Either way, leave in the comments below. I'm looking to play some more, so now is the time. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that jazz. We've been growing a bit. I'm really excited. I'm at almost 30 subscribers. My goal is to get to 100 by the end of June, so I really think we can make it happen. I really appreciate you guys for being here from day one. And just so you guys know, I have a lot of plans for the future, podcast, streaming. I'm not going anywhere, so I hope you don't either. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.